Okay, awesome. And then we're missing like a couple people. It's fine. I'm just gonna ping them when it's their time. Okay, 1 second. Okay, if you want to do the intro really quick, like mute and do the intro while I drag the first people in, and then I'll give them the code and stuff. I should probably deafen because I'll be talking. So yeah.
Hello everyone, welcome to the gamehers 1v1me Valorant skirmish tournament. I'm your host Lil Hoppa, and we have a super exciting stream for you guys to watch today. So we have 13 players who are going to be battling it out in Valorant 1v1 skirmishes to prove not only who is the ultimate aimer, but also for a couple of handsome prizes. The winner of this tournament is going to be going home with a $100 MasterCard gift card and a Riot Gun Buddy. Really exciting, but it's not just all about the winners today. We also have $50 worth of prizes to hand out to all of our competitors. We have some superlative awards to be giving out. So, if any of the players can get a clean sweep, so perfect 10-0, if any of them can get a knife kill, if any of them can win a round with a classic, if any of them can get a 360 with a sniper, or if anyone can win on 1 HP, they will also be going home with an additional $10 MasterCard gift card. So, lots at stake here, tons of prizes to be earned. Now, real quick, none of this would be possible without the help of our amazing sponsors, so quick shout out to Zenni, Liquid IV, and CapCut for making today's stream possible. Show off your style on stream and off stream with Zenni. You can use code GAMEHERS, that's GAMEHERS, for 10% off of your order. Hydrate smarter with Liquid IV. You can use the command Liquid IV in our text chat, so that's going to be !Liquid IV, and that's going to get you 15% off of your order. And finally, for my content creators and streamers in the audience, make sure you can elevate your content with CapCut. You can get a 7-day free trial if you use the CapCut command. So again, !CapCut, and that's going to get you a 7-day free trial. All right, so it sounds like our players are ready to get started. So we have our first round. This is going to be Homie versus Yap. So let's get right into it.
Alrighty.
I'm allowed to definitely. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
It looks like both characters are playing Reyna. Now, I'm not sure if these players chose to have abilities on or off, so I guess we're gonna see once we get into it. Now, I also did not get to check the ranks of these players, but I think that kind of makes it a little bit more exciting. Alright, looks like both players are going to be going in with a Vandal.
Fight!
both players choosing to go to the right. And it looks like, ah, their crosshairs line up perfectly, and Yap is going to take the first round. Both players going in with those vandals again. Yap, too clean. And actually, Yap is on stretch res. This person knows what they're doing for sure. Both players going towards the middle of the site. Ah, oh, Yap barely misses home. Homie might have a wrap here. Oh, no. Just barely missed. All right, both players resetting themselves. Looks like Yap's focus is not where Homie is. Makes a footstep. Gives away their location. The flick connects. Homie's getting their first round, bringing the score to 1-2.
Mine right now.
So both of these players have been starting off really slow and methodical here. No one's running it down, and Homie gets the flick.
You're just like everyone else.
Bring our score up to 2-2, evening things out. Changing our pathing up here. Yap going straight to mid. Homie going to left. Makes a footstep though. So both players are just playing a game of ring around the rosy here. Homie also making a footstep. Homie, 3 in a row.
Embarrass them.
I mean, we have two very, very confident aimers here. Yap making a footstep. Does make their presence known, and Homie capitalizes off of that. Gets the kill.
For you, Herman.
Clean taps coming out from Homie. Yap taking cover, waiting for Homie to walk up. Gets the kill.
And I'm still
It is
hungry.
really neck and neck with these two
Embarrass
players.
them.
Both players going towards their left. Oh, looks like Homie might be aware that Yap is here. Homie might have the read. Oh, disgusting aim over here. Like I said, we have some really talented players in this tournament today. Yap getting a little bit more aggressive here. Trying to bait Homie into swinging. Yap tucks just as Homie swings. Going for the reload. Lots of jump spotting happening here. Oh, it's just not quite enough though, as Homie brings it to 6-3. Back to the slower playstyle here. Yap caught in the open, and Homie able to get their 7th round. Just 3 more rounds
For you,
until they
Herman.
take the first match of this tournament. Looks like we've... Oh, never mind. We have not switched our crosshair. These two players are just dancing around mid again.
You were beat.
Yap just gets caught not quite looking in the right direction. It's going to be 8-3. Now, it's not too late for Yap to make a comeback now. You can see that Yap is getting a little bit scared here. Playing a little bit further back and just can't quite connect those bullets onto Homie's head. It's going to bring us to 9-3. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I've seen plenty of 9-3 comebacks before. Yap getting more aggressive, making some footsteps here. But Homie, just too clean, gets that nice clean tap onto Yap's head to bring us to 10-3, and that is the first round of our skirmish tournament.
Awesome. Okay, thank you guys for playing. Homie, if you... Sorry, I just... Okay, homie, if you just want to sit back in the waiting room, and then, Yap, thank you so much for playing. We're doing another one next month if you want to come back and try again. Yeah. All right. Thank you guys.
Alright.
I'm gonna
GG's.
banish you
GG.
now. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go grab the other people. Hello, hello.
Hello?
Hello. Are you guys both here? Maxie, are you here?
Yeah, hello.
Okay, awesome. I'm just gonna read out the code really quick.
Alright, welcome back. We have round 2, or I should say match 2 of round 1 of our skirmish tournament. We have Daddy Kitten versus Emma Owl Lady. Emma is picking Clove here. We have a Clove versus Killjoy showdown now. These are two pretty interesting characters here, so again, I'm not sure if these players chose to have abilities on or off. Selfishly, I kind of hope they chose to have abilities on. I'm curious to see how this is going to play out. Alright, looks like no abilities. This player already has a riot buddy. Alright.
Fight.
Looks like both players, again, being pretty slow and quiet.
You made a mess of yourself.
And Emma's gonna get the first kill of the
Oh,
match.
shite, I lost my pet rock.
Both players getting a little more aggressive this round, going more towards mid. Bullets not quite connecting from Kitten, but manages to get the second kill, evening things out to 1-1.
Keep your heads on.
Emma kind of playing a little bit more back, not being afraid to make some sound though. Bullets not quite connecting from Kitten, and it's gonna be a second round from Emma. Now Emma is using a Phantom here, which is interesting. We've only seen Vandals so far, albeit it's only the second match. Kitten playing this little head glitch angle, but Emma just too easy.
Huh. Alright.
That's the advantage of having a really nice small crosshair like what Emma has. Gives you a really nice clear view even when your enemy's playing a head glitch spot. Kitten just kind of runs out into the open, but it works, I mean. Oh.
Keep it cool. That's how you survive.
A little bit of a visual bug there. We didn't get to see the round over screen. Emma's barrel sticking out. Still able to get the kill though, bringing us to 4-2 for the scoreline.
Quick peeks now.
Alright, looks like Kitten is switching over to the Phantom as well. Goes for the spray down and gets the kill. Scoreline is starting to get a little bit more even here. 3-4.
Don't get back up.
Emma able to kind of reclaim her dominance here, bringing us up to 5-3. These players are playing super fast paced. I mean, no more shift walking anymore, just going for it. The Kitten's spray down strategy seems to be working here. I mean, 5-4 in favor of Emma right now. Again, both players just kind of running it down. I don't even have time to talk about the rounds before they end. But yeah, Kitten's spray down strategy is really working, and it looks like Emma's trying to take some notes, but
Just a wee flesh wound.
proving that tapping is superior in that round. 6-5, taking the lead. Now I'm noticing Kitten is also ADSing for all of their kills, which is very interesting to me. Especially with a Phantom. Back to running it down. We're kind of taking the same lines and same angles every round. I like this. We're being efficient. 8-5 in favor of Emma right now. Not too late for Kitten to make a comeback, though. Looks like Kitten is actually choosing to path to left this time, and Emma doesn't hear the footsteps. Still able to get the kill, though.
Match point.
I gotta hand it to Emma. She brings it up to match point here. I mean, her crosshair placement has been pretty phenomenal this whole time. Emma manages to finish it out. 10-5. That's gonna close out the second match of round 1 with Emma taking the win. So Emma, we will be seeing you in round 2. Thank you for playing. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and get our next competitors in here. Alright, we are back for round 3. We have Chloe Low versus Brisk Can't Aim, locking in the Jet and the Neon. Again, always a fun surprise to see if they choose to have abilities on or off. Now, regardless of whether or not they have abilities, I'm assuming these two are duelist mains, just based on the character selection, so in theory we should have some aimers in here. Alright, no abilities. Getting a Vandal die from Brisk, as well as from Chloe. That is a cute little spray. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Fight!
Alright, both players kind of taking a line on each other here. And Chloe gonna get the first kill. Really nice clean flick here.
Keep up.
Now Brisk getting a little aggressive here, taking some footsteps, making sound, but Chloe quietly walks up and is able to get the second kill of the match. Now I'm noticing both these players have different crosshairs than what we've seen. We've got plus crosshairs versus the dots we've been looking at. Brisk taking a really advantageous angle behind that box. Gonna use that to their advantage to get the first round for them. Bring our score to 2-1 in favor of Chloe. I've been saying Chloe, it's Chole. I've been pronouncing their name wrong. Speaking of, gets a wallbang headshot. Able to get a normal headshot too to close it out. 3-1 Chole.
Stay safe.
Certainly not too late for any kind of comeback here. Only 2 rounds between these players. As Brisk... Oh, a little bit of lag there. Brisk is able to
Quick feet, quick,
close
quick.
the gap a little bit more, getting their second round versus Chole.
You had
Another clean headshot, bring us to 3-3, evening things out.
Without
Brisk is on a
I'd rather
roll
win.
here. Can they get their 3rd round in a row, though? Aiming, waiting for Chole, but doesn't quite have the read, as Chole is kind of sitting back and hoping that Brisk is going to swing into their line of sight here. Chole swings out, Brisk doesn't quite get the flick, goes for the flick again, not quite connecting.
It's over.
That's a 3rd round in a row for Brisk, bringing us to 4-3 in favor of Brisk. Brisk can't aim, your name is a lie. Both players getting a little bit more passive here. It's Brisk waiting for Chole to step out. Just misses that timing, just looks away as soon as Chole swings out. Oh, we spotted each other. Chole able to even things out again, bring our score to 4-4. Now I'm noticing here, it looks like Chole has a much more methodical way of moving around the map here, whereas Brisk seems to get a little bit more aggressive, as evident here. So we're walking up behind Chole, able to get a kill. 5-4. It is really neck and neck between these two players. Going for the jump spot here. Looks like Chole is getting a little bit more aggressive, making some more footsteps this round. Still just kind of waiting for Brisk to peek out. Bullets don't quite connect though, and Brisk is going to take us to 6-4.
This is gonna be fun.
Again, Brisk getting aggressive and the wallbang doesn't quite
Is that
kill
what they're
Brisk,
doing?
who's gonna
I like
close
it.
the round out, bring us to 7-4. Just 3 more rounds before Brisk advances into round 2. Looks like Chole might have been able to see Brisk there. Going for the reload. Don't quite wait for the reload to finish before we swing into Brisk, who's gonna close the round out, bring it to 8-4. Brisk is just on a roll here. I mean,
Last one down.
caster curse, I guess. Chole.
Keep up.
Chole winning another round, bring it to 8-5. Slowly closing that gap, just 3 rounds between them. Still a very close game. Oh, again, that wallbang!
Outrun me.
Alright, looks like Chole is getting their momentum back, bringing it
Let's
to
fly.
8-6. Again, just 2 rounds between these players. It is anyone's game right now.
There you are.
8-7. Chole on a roll. 3rd round in a row, won from them. Brisk going back to their more aggressive strategy as they're walking up towards mid. Chole kind of sitting back. Spots
There you
Brisk.
are, you little shit.
8-8. I mean, tying it up. Both of these players, it's just been back and forth of winning a few rounds in a row. So we're in the final stretch of this match. Chole,
Want to try harder.
5th round in a row, 9-8, bringing it to match point.
point.
Now, Brisk needs to win this round here if they want to bring it to overtime. Aggressive and confident, but Chole gets that flick onto their head. A very close 10-8 scoreline from these two players. Chole, we will be seeing you in round 2 of the tournament. In the meantime, we're going to get our next players in here. Alright, looks like we are jumping over to the top of the second round, actually. We've got Homie back in here versus Akraf Hakimi 0-2. We're on the Reyna and the Waylay. Both players going for this Vandal.
Fight!
Looks like we have a bit of a battle between Prime Karambit versus Reaver Karambit. Hakimi is making lots of footsteps, very confident here, and it pays off. Gets the first kill. Starting this match off with a bang. Again, both players here, I mean, just super aggressive. Hakimi going for those jump spots. Homie able to punish that, though. Evening the score out to 1-1. Hakimi has a classic. Looks like they might be going for that classic the classic $10 prize. Don't quite get the kill though. Get a little bit overzealous with trying to walk up onto Homie, who manages to get the second round. Bring our score to 2-1 in favor of Homie. Hakimi getting a little less aggressive here. Not shy about making noise though. Homie's gonna take advantage of that. Just kind of able to shift walk and follow Hakimi around from across the map. Bring our score up to 3-1. Hakimi able to get a second round though, closing that gap out just a little bit. Only one round between these players, still neck and neck, still anyone's game. 3-3. Hakimi takes another round.
Show yourself you can.
It's gonna tie the score here. I mean, these two players so far have shown some really phenomenal aim. Hakimi slowing down a little bit, still making those footsteps. Very much loud and proud, not afraid to let Homie know where they are. And Homie, again, just such crisp aim from these two players. We've just been seeing tap after tap, no spraying. 5-3 in favor of Homie. I mean, it's just too clean. These two players are just so fast. And just look at how both these players are just snapping right onto the opponent's heads.
Let them.
6-3. Homie only has 4 more rounds to win. Hakimi's gonna walk up, get a little bit more aggressive. Gonna go for a little bit more of a spray through the wall.
We survive.
Able to bring the score up to 6-4. Hakimi able to get some shots off onto Homie. It's not quite enough though, as Homie again just clean flick onto Hakimi in mid. 7-4. Just 3 more rounds before Homie advances on to the semifinals. Homie does make a footstep, and Hakimi for once is playing very slow here. Starts to speed things up though off of that information. Flick doesn't quite connect, goes for the jump spot. Gets the information, just walks right into Homie's crosshair. I mean, Homie is just too good. Both players kind of running towards mid. 9-4. Homie brings it up to match point. Just one more round. Can Hakimi pull off the comeback though? Alright, that's a promising start to the comeback. 9-5. 4 more rounds for Hakimi to bring it into overtime. Can they do it? Gets the second. 3 more rounds.
Make me proud.
Homie kind of sitting back and waiting. Stray bullet doesn't connect onto Hakimi. And Homie able to bring it to 10-6, closing the match out. Homie, we will be seeing you in the semifinals. I mean, what a match between those two. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and get our next players into the lobby, so we will be back in a sec. Alright, back for another round. We have Fawcett versus Fac. We have Fac on the ISO, Fawcett on the Vita. So far we've seen no players choose to turn abilities on this tournament, so... Alright, Vandal buy immediately from Fac, as well from Fawcett. So far we've been seeing a lot more Vandals than Phantoms here. Both players with those really tiny dot crosshairs.
Fight.
Shift walking up towards mid. Fac able to get the first kill off though. Fawcett not quite looking in the right direction here. Fac kind of sitting back, waiting for Fawcett to maybe swing into him. Takes a little bit more of an aggressive line. Fawcett tries to punish. Bullets don't quite connect though, and these two players are just dancing around mid-site again. Who is going to spot who first? Fawcett just barely missing Fac. Did he spot him? Oh my god, he's right behind him. Gets the kill, evening things out to 1-1. Selfishly, I was kind of hoping he'd go for the knife kill there. Fawcett getting aggressive, going for a jump spot, walking up a bit. Fac choosing to sit back. Again, we've been seeing a... Fawcett getting their second round, but we've been seeing a major contrast between playstyles here. Some players kind of sit back a little bit more, waiting for the enemy to swing to them, whereas others kind of run it down and walk up here. And I think this is a perfect example of the two different playstyles within these two players. Fac sitting back and waiting as Fawcett is just trying to get some information.
That was satisfying.
Fac able to bring it to 2-2. Very clean flick, very clean headshot. Love seeing these dot crosshairs. Again, Fac waiting as Fawcett's already made their way all the way up towards mid. Now, will they push into Fac's side of the map? That is the question here. Looks like they are. But Fac just able to turn around and get the kill, bring us to 3-2, taking the lead. Both players walking up here. Fac getting a little bit more aggressive. Roles have been reversed, and Fawcett punishes them for
Every
it.
choice matters.
Evening the scoreline out to 3-3. Still anyone's game. So we enter the 7th round. Again, Fac getting a little bit more aggressive. Fawcett kind of sitting back. Fawcett makes their way up towards mid-site. Falls back a little bit. Both these players are really slowing the pace down this round. Fawcett is going to spot Fac though, and that's going to take the lead up to 4-3 in favor of Fawcett.
Hey.
Fac sits back, Fawcett walks right into their crosshair. 4-4. This is truly the closest game we've had so far tonight. I mean, it is really just back and forth, neck and neck between these two players. Fawcett walks all the way up to mid, but Fac is holding for it. I think Fac has the read here, taking a really advantageous angle. Falls back, though, wants to play a little bit safer. But Fawcett just swings wide, gets the kill. I mean,
no ego, no
beautiful confidence. Again, just so back and forth. It is just completely neck and neck here. As Fac brings the score up to 5-5. Both these players at the halfway point to winning. Fac able to finally get 2 in a row, bring us to 6-5, taking the lead. Can they keep this momentum going, though? That is the question. As they sit back, Fawcett, again, a little bit more aggressive, walking up. Able to even it out, though. 6-6. I mean, it is really just anyone's game right now. These two players are just perfectly matched with each other. As Fawcett walks all the way up, not quite looking. Gets caught off guard by Fac, who's going to take it up to 7-6. It looks like Fac has learned to just kind of sit back and wait, but Fawcett has also learned the same thing, and these two players are just holding for each other. Now, who is going to walk up first? That is the question of the round. Looks like it's going to be Fac as they start to walk up. Fawcett also Starting to walk up too. Fact just kind of holding for the aggression. Fawcett evening things out 7-7. Again, these players are just so back and forth. I believe Fac has been the only one to win 2 in a row so far, though. Correct me if I'm wrong. Fawcett sitting back, holding, waiting for Fac, who's not going to give them the free kill. Both players start to walk up, and their crosshairs are going to line up with each other, and Fac finally brings it to 8-7. Just 2 more rounds between them and moving on to the next round. Fac walks all the way up to mid-site, and Fawcett is holding for it. He's privy to that information, just waiting. Able to connect onto Fac's head. Clean one tap, bring us to 8-8.
One by one.
We might be going into overtime here, folks. Again, Fac just kind of sitting back and waiting. Both shooting at each other. Fawcett's bullets don't quite kill Fac. But Fawcett is getting a really good position here. I mean, really aggressive. Looks like Fac had the read, but didn't quite turn around fast enough. And Fawcett is going to bring us to match point. Will Fawcett be able to close this out, or will we be going into overtime? Fac sitting back and waiting. Uh-oh. Fawcett might be walking right into Fac here. Oh, and they both turn away from each other. Oh my gosh, this is some insane timing from these two. I mean, they are literally peaking just seconds off of each other. Not even seconds. Fawcett! Oh my gosh. What a flick. Oh my gosh. Closes it out. Wins 10-8 through the skin of their teeth with an insane flick. Oh my gosh. Alright, GG's to these 2 players. Fawcett, we will be seeing you in the next round. Fac, thank you so much for playing. I mean, really valiant effort here. This was an insane match to watch. We'll be right back for the start of the next match, though. Alright, we are back. Chole back in the game versus Yoshi Cutie. Oh, we switched. We switched from Jet to Reyna. Alright, so we got Reyna versus Deadlock here. Can Chole win again? Or will they be dethroned by Yoshi Cutie? Both players going for this Vandal buy here.
Fight!
Chole sitting back and waiting. Yoshi Cutie also kind of taking the same approach here. Chole able to get the first kill. Taking down Yoshi Cutie. Cross map action here. Yoshi Cutie though, coming right back. Getting the second
Stay
round.
strong.
Yoshi Cutie trying to get a little bit aggressive, trying to swing, but Chole just able to punish them so quickly, getting this their second round of the match. We have another dot versus cross showdown for the crosshairs. Now Yoshi playing a little bit more aggressively, making noise, making their presence known. Chole just trying to walk up and hopefully catch Yoshi off guard here. It looks like that's exactly what's gonna happen, but the box gets in the way! And Yoshi able to come back, get the kill onto Chole. Yoshi running up, and Chole also running up, but going a bit more quietly here. Yoshi completely unaware of where Chole is, but Chole should know where Yoshi is based on sound. Doesn't change the fact that Yoshi's just gonna get that flick right on to Chole. Taking the lead, 3-2, as we enter the 6th round of this match. Chole going for a jump spot. Doesn't spot Yoshi, but still swings anyways. Finds their head, takes it off. Evening things out to 3-3. Another neck and neck game here. As I say that, Yoshi's already killing Chole. 4-3. Gotta say, loving this skin and buddy combo here. Might be a little biased because I run the same exact loadout. Chole getting more aggressive here, walking up, but Yoshi has the read. Yoshi is sitting back and waiting. Chole catches Yoshi in a pretty unfortunate timing as she's looking away. Able to even things out to 4-4. Getting a second round in a row, 5-4 for Chole. Can they keep this momentum going though? Both players super quiet. Yoshi just kind of running around though. Finds Chole. 5-5.
No prisoners.
Both these players at the halfway mark to winning this match. Again, just so neck and neck. They spot each other. Bullets don't connect from either player though. Yoshi is holding. Gets a disgusting shot off onto Chole. My goodness, I mean, we've got some crazy aimers in here today. Again, it looks like Yoshi's being a little bit more proactive than Chole here. Able to get another round, 7-5. Just 3 rounds stand between Yoshi and moving on to semifinals. Chole silently walks up. Neither player's bullets connect though. Chole able to get some body shots off onto Yoshi. Not quite lethal though. Yoshi's still holding. These two players are just barely missing each other.
Your life won't go.
Chole's able to break some momentum here. Getting the kill off onto Yoshi. Bring it to 7-6. Yoshi's just so confident with her swings. I mean, just too good. Speaking of 2, there's 2 rounds between Yoshi and winning this match. Can they bring us up to match point? Chole walks up, gets behind a box, able to catch Yoshi off guard. 8-7, closing that gap up. Looks like Chole's actually being a little bit more proactive here, but that doesn't stop Yoshi from bringing us up to match point. It is 9-7.
Point.
Now, if Chole wants to stay in the game, they have to win the next 2 in a row to bring us into overtime. Can they do it? Yoshi getting a little bit more passive than normal, but that doesn't stop them from winning. 10-7. Again, super close scoreline here. Yoshi's gonna be moving on to the semifinals. Thank you to Chole for playing.
Nice game, guys.
Alright, we are going to take a quick break before we move on to the next match.
Thank you for playing.
Alright, we are back for our first match of the semifinals. Homie's back in here along with Emma Owlady. Reina versus Clove.
Ooh, Reina. Okay.
Hopefully this will be the first match where we get some player banter. For the audience, we do let the players talk to each other if they choose to. Most of them choose to not, as you've heard, but I'm hoping we get a little bit of player banter here. Vandal versus Phantom Showdown. Emma's changed her skin since the last match. Another Dot versus Cross Showdown. I'm curious to know what people in the chat use. Both players going for taps. Not quite enough to get a lethal shot, though. Homie
Ooh,
able
good
to kind of open
shot.
things out.
Thank you.
Both players relatively passive. Homie's actually getting pretty aggressive here as I say that, though. Shift walking up.
You were big.
Okay.
Second round in a row.
Okay, I'm
2-0
definitely reading this
scoreline.
thing again. Yay!
Again, shots not quite connecting between these two as I say that, though.
Thank you.
Emma totally takes off Homie's head. 2-1, closing the scoreline out. Real quick, for the audience, I would like to add that Emma is actually playing from the UK right now. So maybe after this round we get a ping check here.
Oh, I saw you have the color out. No!
85 ping.
Fuckers, off we go.
And able to make it all the way up
You
to
got the-
semifinals. I mean,
The dragon man. I like that one.
both players shift walking up slowly but surely. Looks like they're about to meet with each other. Emma goes for the jump spot. Homie still walking though, still taking that aggression. Emma's able to get a second round, closing the gap just a little bit. 3-2. One round between these players. Still anyone's game.
You were very
Nasty flick from Homie to take the
No
fourth
prisoners.
round. One more round before they hit that halfway point. We sitting back and waiting, but it looks like Emma is on the other side. Now, looks like they might have seen each other both from the jump spot.
Be brave.
Only
That's good shot.
able to get their third round in a row, 5 to
Let's
2.
watch him struggle.
Now, real quick, for my audience at home, when you are in Emma's position here and you're playing on high ping, the general strategy is swing wide. Now, Homie is on pretty low ping here, so it's better to hold. And I think you're kind of seeing this in their strategies and how these two are playing. You see Emma holding wider angles here, moving around a bit more. Emma's at 1 HP. Homie able to just kind of
Good job.
strafe around,
Thank you.
getting their 6th round, passing that
We're kind of
halfway
playing
mark.
with each other right now. It's quite fun.
7 to 2. I mean, Homie is
okay.
on a roll here. I believe that's 5 rounds in a
Roll for
row.
initiative.
Shit, and let's my pet well.
Both players walking up towards mid. Love the confidence from these two.
Hold them.
8 to 2. Homie just cannot be stopped right now.
Embarrass them.
He goes for a jump peek. Swings wide. There it is.
Yeah.
Alright, see, that's what I'm talking about there. When you're playing on high ping, going for those wide swings, really going to be advantageous. You know, take advantage of the fact that your ping is so high. Oh my gosh, they're both one shot. They're both one shot. Oh,
my
and
gosh.
Homie's gonna bring us to match point though.
Match point.
Do the phantom punch.
Can Emma pull off the 9-3?
140 headshot. Very good.
Alright, there's our first round of the potential comeback. 9 to 4. Emma does have the chance to close this gap here and bring us into overtime. Homie closes things out though and moves on to the finals. 10 to 4.
That was fun.
That was.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for.
Love that those two players had such amazing sportsmanship with each other. Homie, we'll be seeing you in the finals. Emma, thank you for playing all the way from the UK as well. Alright, we'll be right back for our second semifinals match. Alright, we are headed into our final matchup before we get into the finals. Fawcett versus Yoshi Cutie. I mean, two formidable aimers that we have seen climb their way up into these semifinals. Battle of the Sentinels, Vito versus Deadlock. Who is going to come out on top? Vandal buys from both of these players. Now, if I remember correctly, these two were both very run-it-down style players in their previous matches, so I'm hoping that we get to see that kind of matched aggression from these two. Fawcett already shift walking all the way up towards mid-site. Yoshi playing back a little bit more passively and able to get the first kill off of Fawcett. Now, I will say, Fawcett was able to get some shots off at the start, but they weren't quite lethal. Yoshi again sitting back, hoping for Fawcett to peek into her. Fawcett also playing a little bit slower this time, learned from last round. And Yoshi, second round in a row, 2-0. Very, very clean little flick onto Fawcett's head. Looks like Yoshi's getting a little bit more confidence. Oh, and gets punished for the wide swing, though. Fawcett able to get their first round. 2-1. Still in favor of Yoshi, though. Both players kind of going wide. There's that aggression that I was looking for. That's what we've been seeing in their previous matchups. 3-1 in favor of Yoshi. Both players just kind of running up, walking towards each other. Fawcett able to get a second round off. 3-2. Slowly closing that gap as we head into the 6th round. Can Fawcett even this out? Yoshi's sitting back. Bullets don't quite connect though, as Fawcett is able to even things out, bringing us to 3-3. Who is going to take the lead? That is the question right now. Yoshi sitting back, doesn't quite connect the bullets onto Fawcett though. Able to go for the re-swing. Taking the lead, 4-3. Yoshi goes for the flick. It doesn't quite connect though. Nonetheless, Fawcett re-swings and Yoshi just mows them down.
Bring your best.
5-3. Yoshi at that halfway point. The end is in sight. Fawcett sitting back and waiting. Yoshi making lots of footsteps, but Fawcett is not quite gonna run off of them. Goes wide and gets the kill though. Bringing us to 5-4. Just one round between these two players. Fawcett needs to get some momentum going here. Needs to win this next round. Yoshi's out wide and Fawcett is able to swing perfectly. I mean, just incredible game sense there. Knows exactly when to swing, exactly when Yoshi's going to be out wide from that box. 5-5. Both players at this halfway mark. Neck and neck. Fawcett got some momentum going. Able to get their 3rd round in a row. Bring us to 6-5 and taking the lead. Goes for the jump spot, kind of sits back. Yoshi sitting back even more. Super passive here. Fawcett, 4 rounds in a row. 7-5. I mean, it's just such a difficult angle to play behind that box. You know, both players can only really see each other's heads, so very high risk, high reward angle to play. Fawcett's already all the way up mid and Yoshi's just kind of waiting. Goes for the spray and it doesn't quite connect onto Fawcett, as Fawcett is going to take their 5th round in a row. 8-5. 2 rounds stand between Fawcett and those grand finals. Yoshi's gonna go wide. Fawcett just kind of holding and waiting though. 9-5. We are at match point. Can Fawcett close this out? Or will Yoshi make a comeback? Bullets don't quite connect from Yoshi as they spot Fawcett. Sit back. Very disciplined. Not going for the re-swing. They're out wide though. Fawcett able to close it out with a spray down. That's going to take us into our grand finals, folks. Thank you so much to Fawcett and Yoshi for playing. Yoshi, you did incredible making it up into those grand finals. Fawcett, we will see you in a moment. Or semifinals.
Guys,
Fawcett.
playing.
Faucet, we will see you in a moment for grands. We'll be right back, y'all. Alright folks, we are live for the grand finals. Now as a quick reminder, the winner of this match is going to be going home with a $100 MasterCard gift card and a Riot gun buddy. Homie versus Faucet. I mean, again, these two players, we've seen both of them. Very formidable aimers, very formidable opponents. Who's going to come out on top though? Now I do also want to add that throughout this entire tournament, we have yet to see a superlative one. We have yet to see a clean sweep, knife, classic, 360 with a sniper, or winning on 1 HP. So,
Fight!
maybe this will be the match. Homie able to get the first kill though. I mean, again, I was just talking about in the last match how that's such a difficult angle to play. And I mean, just beautiful kill. Faucet going wide, making noise, making their presence known. Neither party going to be able to kill the other quite yet, but Faucet is able to get some taps off onto Homie through the wall.
Find a new angle.
Tying things up to 1-1. Faucet playing a little more passive than they normally would, and Homie getting a little bit more aggressive, walking all the way up into Faucet's side of the map. Faucet has the read and turns around just a little too late as Homie's able to catch them off guard, taking the lead 2-1. Both players going towards their left, and Homie going for that walk up again. Now, will Faucet learn from last round? It looks like they did. They are so ready for it.
Shameless. No ego, no pride.
You know, they're getting sussed out when they don't see Homie appear on that side of the map for a bit. They know to turn around. Faucet walked all the way up to mid. Will Homie expect this though? Faucet just mows them down through a box. Second round in a row. 3-2, taking the lead here. Homie holding for any kind of aggression. Faucet also holding for some aggression. It looks like they're just barely gonna miss each other. Lots of tap strafing there from both parties. Homie ultimately going to come out on top in this duel though. 3-3. Who's going to take the lead in round 7? Homie just barely misses Faucet's peak as Faucet is walking up. Homie holding and waiting. Faucet spots Homie though as they're trying to clear out some angles. Punishes them for it. 4-3, takes the lead. Again, another round in a row for Faucet. I mean, 5-3. It looks like Faucet might be starting to get some momentum here. Homie needs to break this momentum. Looks like, oh my gosh, they just miss each other again. And Faucet brings it to 6-3, crosses that halfway threshold. 4 rounds stand between Faucet and taking home that grand prize. Now Faucet's sitting back, waiting for Homie to peek. Looks like Homie is going to be walking up the perimeter on the other side of the map, though. Now, who is going to spot who first? Homie has cleared everything. Now, if I'm Homie, I probably think that Faucet's in my side of the map. Homie clears out spawn luckily though, breaks the momentum, bringing it up to 6-4. 2 rounds between these players. Still neck and neck, still anyone's game. Again, Homie just sitting back and holding his... Oh, they just barely miss each other again. Fawcett does go for some taps though. Looks like they're gonna be dancing around mid. Homie spots Fawcett. Gets a wall bang, able to close the kill out though. 6-5. Now if Homie can win a 3rd round in a row, they're gonna even the scoreline out. Fawcett denies that though. 7-5. 3 rounds between Fawcett and taking home that prize. Can they pull it off? Or will Homie stop them? Both players sitting back here. Looks like Homie walking up, getting a little bit impatient, and Fawcett takes advantage of that. 8-5.
For you, hermanita.
Fawcett might be able to bring us into match point here. Fawcett is just holding and holding as Homie has already walked all the way up to mid-site. Looks like Homie might be able to catch Fawcett off guard here, but Fawcett is privy and aware. Homie still able to pull the kill off though. 8-6. Slowly closing that gap out. Fawcett's still trying to bring us into match point. Homie doing everything in their power to deny it though. Nevertheless, Fawcett comes out on top. 9-6 match point. This is such an imperative round for Fawcett. That being said, if Homie can win the next 3, that'll take us into overtime. But Fawcett, clean flick onto Homie. I mean, beautiful shot. Homie, thank you for playing. Thank you to all of our contestants for playing. Fawcett will be going home with a $100 MasterCard gift card and a Riot Gun Buddy. Alright, so again, thank you guys so much for tuning in for this amazing tournament. I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors again for making this possible. It's going to be Zenni, Liquid IV, and CapCut. Show your style on stream and off stream with Zenni. Use code GAMEHERS for 10% off. Hydrate smarter with Liquid IV. You can use the Liquid IV command in chat for 15% off your next order. And elevate your content and get a 7-day free trial with CapCut. You can use the CapCut command in chat. That's a tongue twister. CapCut command. There's going to be an exclamation mark in the word CapCut. And also, I would like to advertise the fact that we are going to be hosting a 5v5 VALORANT tournament in February. So make sure that you join the gamehers Discord server. Make sure you're following the gamehers socials so you can keep up to date with all the events that we run. We run a ton of community events for people just like you. All right, with that being said, thank you and good night.